Hi, this is Keith Bryan of the Keith Bryan Show at Apex, and I'm here with a very nice gentleman from PARMI, and we're going to talk about the new stuff that's happening and some differentiators between their products and the rest of the market. So, welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Okay, easy first question. We talked off camera about AI and how it's helping you, so maybe you could start by laying out some of the foundations.
Absolutely. So at PARMI, one of the things that has turned out to be a differentiator for us is the fact that when we use AI to do programming, and our module is called auto programming, we basically do a completely different method than everybody else. Everybody usually what they do is they match to a golden database. We don't. We scan the board, and then whatever we see, we break it into three things: body, pad, and lead. And then we put it back together. Ooh. So there is no database. The system learns the database as it goes. And then if they have the centroid and part numbers, then the program is generated in less than 5 minutes, and the debugging takes maybe another 10, and that's because if some components have multiple areas of text, so you pick the right one. If there's only one, then the system will do it. So in 15, 20 minutes, you're ready to run a fully functional board.
So with BGAs and bottom terminated components, you know the layout and you work from the part number.
We match the part number to what we found on the board.
Yeah.
Because we have the XY coordinates. So that part, and we've had multiple companies come to the show with their own board. Obviously, we had never seen them before. And one company, it took us about a minute and a half because it was a smaller board. They brought one that was almost 15 inches by 12, and that one took us about 4.5 minutes.
Okay. And before you had this technology, what sort of time would it have taken? Just so people have got an idea of the saving.
So to do a program the old-fashioned way, and you can still do it that way, it can be 2 to 6 hours per site.
So a monumental saving.
It's a monumental saving because one of the issues is in the Americas, our market is high mix, low volume. And when you have a batch size of maybe 10, 20 boards, sometimes they choose not to run the AOI because it takes them too long to do the program.
Yep.
So with us, you can get the program quickly, but the best part about it is there's consistency. Because if you and I were to program a board, they may be a little different.
Yep.
And this, a on-demand expert programmer right there. So, but then we also have what we call auto debugging and auto OCV OCR, because we can adjust in Z. Our images are very crisp all the way to standard is 40 millimeters, but we can go up to 84. So if you have a tall part that has writing on top, not an issue for us.
Yeah.
So once you have that, in every AOI, once you run it, then you would go to, different people call it different things. We call it Very Workstation. Others call it Review, but it's a second judgment. And somebody there is clicking, is it good? Is it not good?
No, yes, no.
And if they get into a ting.
Yeah, I was going to say, when they get bored, it's just... And
then there's an escape.
Everything goes through. Yeah.
Right. So we have adopted the AI to be able to make a judgment. So whatever it passed is good. So now you're dealing with what we're not sure if it's good or not. With AI, we're able to identify what's bad and what's good. What we're not sure, that's what we need, a second judgment. But then it's got a deep learning engine that will learn itself, because the goal is to have one, we call it AI verification server, to take care of about 10 lines with the goal of eventually no operator.
Yeah.
But because we reduce the second judgment by, right now it's around 84%.
Wow, that's a lot already.
The second judgment, you can get away with only one person.
Yeah.
And again, same as with the programming, where it's consistent. On the second judgment, it's much more consistent. The beauty is anything that AI determined that was good and that second judgment classified as good, the goal is, and now per company, they get to choose if they'll let it happen. It will go back to the model or program and change inspection conditions so that false will not happen again.
Wow, so continuous internal improvement.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's a game changer.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a feedback loop that people have been looking for a very long time.
Yes.
Yeah. Because before that, it was just literally, if it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. But there's that big area in grey in the middle, and it was subjective. And now you're reducing that grey area and reducing it, and then also putting in, let's call it a technology which always makes the same decision based on the same thing that it sees. And that was always the thing that people were worried or concerned about with AOI, was different, let's call them verifiers, had different views on what was good and what was bad.
And it could vary by hour, by day.
Yeah.
And everybody had a second judgment person after an AOI.
Yeah.
So if you have 6 lines, you got 6 people.
Yeah.
Now you don't need.
No. And, it was always, I won't say a joke in the industry, but, we have automated optical inspection, but it's really a person who's in control of it.
That's right.
Yeah. And, that was always the difficult thing for a lot of people to try and understand, was that, they've got this great automated system, but it's not saying yes or no. It's saying maybe quite a bit. And when it says maybe, historically the only option was a person. And if you've got a deep learning algorithm that's continually improving itself and feeding back to improve the, let's say, the go and no-go testing,
right,
then, that's definitely game-changing.
No, it's something that obviously, when can I have it? When can I have it? The AI verification is still in the final stages of release. It's supposed to be released by summer. But the benefits that they're seeing just in generating consistency in programming, we're getting a lot of people. And one of the things that we have done is we can take a machine we sold 10 years ago and adopt our AI to it.
Wow, so it's retrofittable to the nth degree.
Correct. So we have a big market of our own customers that they're now
looking for the extra intelligence.
Correct. The consistency to me is the key.
Oh yeah, it always is, because if you're going to pass something, it's great, but your customer is ultimately the end guy who makes the final decision. And if it's gone through your system as good, and 1 week of running it fails, and they send it back to you because of something that got missed, then that's a huge pain for any customer.
And not only does it have the deep learning engine, it also has the SPC analysis so it's not on a whim that it decides it's good or not. It's got to be within certain tolerances, and then it learns as it goes. So when you program the old-fashioned way, you end up either importing a database or creating a database.
Yep.
With us and AI, same thing. We don't have a preset. When we deliver the machine with AI, there is no database. And it builds from the results of each scan of each board.
Wow. Thank you very much for coming in and sharing this with us, Juan. It's obviously going to keep you very busy for the rest of the show and beyond.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
No problem. Thanks.
Why do something 3 times when you can do it only once? Using N1 Pass technology, BTU's new Profile Tracer is a next-generation thermal profiling tool, providing real-time data acquisition for oven optimization. It identifies inconsistencies due to temperature variables at both the product level and the heat source. Profile Tracer measures dual temperature locations as well as vibration, all in one pass, giving you time to attend the more important things in life.